Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday, May 21st. Let's see. I think there are 2 live streams on here and there's only one that's real. So sorry about that. I went to start a live stream and the camera turned off. So I restarted. So I think maybe a moment or two before folks see that we are live here. Hang on one second. What is going on? Let me see why it appears that there are 2. Let's delete this one. It looks like that live stream was working, even though it wasn't. So, let's see. Yeah. Let's figure that out. So our
is it not working?
Well, it started and then it looked like our camera turned off even though it was on. So I'm gonna delete this one.
What am I looking for? What was I working on?
Delete forever. And hopefully people will find this one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry about our little technical difficulties
Snafu.
there. Well, it was weird. Like our camera was on, but it didn't look like it was on. So I just restarted to, it's A1 style by the seat of our pants.
Yeah, we like to keep you on your toes, right?
So, a reminder that we are in the store till Friday, and then we are out of the store for the weekend. Our daughter is coming home. I'm going to play all weekend.
Yeah, I don't know why he's even saying that. He's got all these plans with his mini-me and to run around and like they were going to go away for the weekend.
Am I going away for the weekend?
I'm not saying you're going away for the weekend. Were you planning on it?
Yeah, but then Violet's coming home. So
it has nothing to do with that.
It's totally that Violet's coming home.
Yeah, no. So, anyhow,
it's, the real reason why is because Kai's like, man, working's tiring.
Can you believe our child said that? What did he say?
He was like, I don't know how you guys do it.
He's working 4 days a week. And granted, he is working from 8 to 5 with an hour lunch?
Yeah.
And that kid works. Like, he doesn't want to sit around. He's like, I wish I could do more.
He goes, today, we're having lunch with him today. And he's like, I can't text you because I put my phone away. How awesome is that?
Yeah,
You hear that, employees? Put your phones away.
Yeah. Yeah, he won't even communicate with us during the day. So, he's kind of like your ideal employee. He wants to do a good job, and he wants to be working the entire time. And yeah. So, but he did say that. He said that he was like, it's really tiring. Like, are you kidding me? So, but it's his first job and his first real job. So he's really excited about working and making money. Remember, like making your first paycheck? He's excited about that too. He is. Yeah, but you know what? It's if Kai wanted to do like pottery and go to like Broadway musicals, he wouldn't be as excited about spending time with his son.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with anything that Kai wants to do.
Yeah, exactly. But somebody just said, you're spending time with your son.
Right.
Doing the things he loves.
I have molded this child.
He has created him in his likeness.
So it was funny though, cause Kai's just like we did this massive ride on Sunday, and then we were coming home, and we were talking about what we were doing on Monday, and I was like, I don't know, man, like we have a lot to do and a lot to get done, and then Violet comes home next week, and I'd like your help getting some stuff done around the house. And that's when it was Sunday that we were talking, and he was like, we went and did this long walk looking for keys that should have been in a pocket.
Or in a little bag.
And
that would be more like, I do not put stuff in my pocket.
you know, one time Jeannie made me come all the way to the store. She
remember-
made me come all the way to the store. It was like 2 days after I had surgery or something. It was the second time I'd come to the store because of a door lock problem. And like 4 hours post-surgery, I get a phone call from a customer, and she's like, I'm in your store right now.
This is two
and
different stories.
There are people here.
There was one person.
And all the lights are off.
I didn't lock the
I
door.
think the store is closed. And I'm like, did you call Jeannie? I just had surgery. And she's like, I can't reach her. And then I couldn't reach her.
Okay, so what he's telling you
I drove to
is
come lock the store.
I left the store unlocked.
And then the next day.
It wasn't the next day.
It was the next day. It was Saturday.
Yeah, because I work all the time.
Well, I had just had a hernia repaired. Jeannie calls me, and she's like, I can't find my keys. I'm locked in the store. They've got to be in the car. And so I drive all the way here.
And he goes,
and then I'm talking to her on the phone, and as I get in, I'm like, they better not be in your pocket. And Jeannie got this look on her face.
I reached in there they were. I never put stuff in my pockets. I don't like it. I don't like lumpy, big things in my pocket. So I don't put anything in my pocket. Except that one day. That one time I put the keys in my pocket. And
It's her special talent.
You know what? I lost something yesterday. And you know where it was? I was like, I didn't move. I haven't moved. I've been sitting right here. How did I lose that? And you know where? It was on my lap under my computer. This is how good I am at losing stuff. That's why when we do so-alongs, I tell you it's my superpower. Some of you have the same superpower. You get it.
So anyways, Kai's like, at the end of the day, I'm like, what are we doing? Are we going to go to the gym? Are we going to ride? And he's like, man, working's tiring.
So, Kai is doing an engineering internship.
And it's partially physical.
And it is pretty physical.
Like he's like doing soil tests and stuff, so he's moving weight.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. I'd be like, oh, it's so heavy. Can you help me?
What would you say?
Patrick! So, let's talk about, do we have anything? We have nothing to talk about. We talked about everything yesterday. And then, guess what? I went home yesterday and I didn't
I got my did you say it's my one dinner a year?
Okay, I want you to know that I was the domestic diva. When I was at stay-at-home mom, I cooked and I took care of the kids and I did all of the laundry. I did all of that. And then when we bought the store and I started working, then if Patrick wanted
forgot
to
how.
I forgot how. Sometimes I'm like, I don't remember how to cook. I don't remember like what I did, but I used to do all of that. Last night, we went to the grocery store and I cooked dinner, and Patrick was so happy. He was so happy.
And then she told me not to eat. She's like, no. Don't eat. You're eating too much.
I did not say that.
You got too much juice. That's what she's like. You're taking too much juice. And I'm like, what? This is like my one dinner that you've made in like the last 4 years, and now you're telling me I can't eat as much juice.
I looked in his bowl. I was like, I told him he took too much sauce because I put duck in the sauce.
I had 2 pieces.
Which is a rice cake. And the rice cake wasn't juicy enough. It was a little. It's like
It was
pasta.
like a pot full of juice.
It was. It was like pasta.
I'm like, oh my God.
And he took too much sauce. And I told him.
Did
why.
I take too much sauce? No. I did not. I took the exact right sauce for what I was eating.
I asked him why.
I'm like, God, can you ever just not tell me what to do? Can I just...
I asked him why he took so much sauce. Why'd you take so much sauce? We need it for the rice cake to get softer. He was not happy about that. He's not happy that I was complaining about how much the rice cake needed it though. It was really good dinner. And I feel like Lindsay has saved our life. Lindsay, you're saving our life.
I'm glad you're able to get home and have dinner.
Yes, because now I was able to go home and have dinner and make dinner. I feel like I want to make dinner again. And you just don't take too much sauce. How about that? Okay, do we have anything really to talk about? Let's talk about the quilt show. We just didn't have time to make t-shirts.
Well, no, we had plenty of time to make
We
t-shirts.
have more t-shirts,
We were
but
like,
we
we're
already-
not doing that again this year. That's really what happened.
Yes. But we will. Are we going to do a giveaway with the t-shirts again?
Are
Are we going to do a giveaway?
Yeah, we do a giveaway every quilt show.
We're going to give something good away. Is it t-shirt related? Or is it going to be just raffle?
Well, I mean, I feel like maybe we'll do a regular giveaway.
we'll do
Because we
2
didn't
giveaways.
have although we have t-shirts,
We
although
do
they're
still
like
have t-shirts.
they're
but
like pajama sized t-shirts.
yeah, they're totally well.
And
'cause-
then we'll do a special
all-
giveaway for people who wear their t-shirts.
okay, all we have left are XL, 2XL, 3XL, 4XL.
Are they still on the website?
I think they're on the website. I think I
so. I
fixed
feel like
it.
I saw an order come in like last week.
I had to reach out to her because she got a large and we didn't have any larges left. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll let you know. We'll do 2 giveaways at the show. The one that Jeannie has. What are they asking about? It was we did go to Whole Foods because we had to do a return, an Amazon return. And I bought 1 onion and it was big. It was $3.67.
Well, it was Whole Foods.
But 1 onion.
But
remember
the
when
chicken was inexpensive.
We bought cheap chicken.
It
It
wasn't
was-
cheap chicken. That
it
was
was the-
organic, air-cooled chicken. It was $3.99 a pound on sale.
Yeah, it was the leg and
The thigh.
the thigh. Yeah, the
drumstick
leg
and the thigh.
The drumstick and the thigh. And it was $3.99 a pound. And then we bought a potato,
A sweet potato.
a thing of cheese, a box of crackers.
The cheese was super expensive.
It was $10. But was that
like
it?
for like a little thing of cheese.
Was that it?
And then somebody bit the cheese and then put it back in and then sealed it up and put it in the fridge.
I did not do that. If I did, it was by accident. I wouldn't do that. I
There
would
was like a
finish
bite,
it.
like a half bite
would
bitten
finish it.
cheese, which I put in my eggs this morning as to not suffer cross-contamination.
I don't remember doing that. So, but anyways, it was $67.
Was that how much that's so much lesser expensive than
Oh, and a
eating
bag
out?
of carrots. It's expensive to cook dinner. Cooking dinner's expensive.
I think it's a wash between the way we cook, between cooking for us and eating out.
Yeah, it's totally expensive.
When
yes,
you
your t-shirts, your t-shirts are gonna count, but how did we do it? Last year we did a giveaway for the people that were not from here. Debbie Frizzell won a PQ 1600 last year.
Right.
And then what do we do here?
We
And
did
Debbie
2
says she
PQ
loves it.
1600s.
Loves it.
So we did two
I don't know if
PQ
we're going to do
1600s.
a giveaway for out of town.
No, it's just for the people that show up at the quilt show with their
With their t-shirts.
which is how we've always done our giveaway, but we
Yeah.
sold so many t-shirts last year out of town that we
We'll
had
do
to
something.
do something for
We'll
everybody.
do something special next year. So, specials that we're gonna do.
I don't think whole paycheck is that bad. We call it whole paycheck too, but like I think
do.
it's like Rayleigh's.
Oh, we did buy a thing of strawberries too. What about strawberries? $67. Do you remember going to the grocery store? I remember when we first moved here and we'd go to Winco, and $75 would
That's
be the
Winco,
whole
though.
shopping cart. Even now, Winco's probably be 2 bags instead of a whole shopping cart.
Right.
Or maybe even 1 shopping cart. But yeah, it was expensive.
We
You
still
can
have
still get-
T-shirts, Cheryl.
But I feel like they run large.
Well, and what we have is big, and we didn't order more.
Yeah, we didn't order more, but we have them. They're cute. Okay, so I think you know what we need to ask them is what specials would you like to see at the show?
Well, so that's our Friday question.
Can we ask it now? Because we only have two
So
weeks.
all right, so then we're gonna do this
gonna
week's
do our
giveaway on
question.
Friday.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna
the question of the day is for today.
We will do snap hoops for sure, because we usually do snap hoops at the show. So if you wanted a snap hoop, and that's what I prefer, that is my hoop of choice for quilting. And then I was thinking about because I'm gonna be doing Avenir Club. It might not be till July because of the quilt show because we're going away, but I'm going to be doing quilting in the hoop. So you definitely want to get a snap hoop for that if you don't have one already. 9.5 by 14 or 10
You
and a half.
okay?
Yeah, I'm just like
Are you itchy or sore?
neither. So those poor people who only watch on Friday to do the Friday giveaway pays to watch every day. Today is we're asking
We're
our
like
questions.
mixing it up.
Yeah, keep you on your toes.
So remember the questions answered below, not over there.
Yes, because
in the
that's
live
gonna. Because
stream.
Patrick and I were just talking about what we should. We were on our walk, and we're talking about what we should take, and maybe what specials do you want to see at the quilt show, or what do you buy
Yeah,
at
and
the
don't
quilt
say
show?
something like thread.
Yeah, because we're
Like
not
it's got to
taking
be
our whole
bigger.
thread
It's got to be bigger
display.
purchases, like
what-
$200 plus items.
It does not have to be $200 plus items. Don't what?
Yeah,
do
what you want to take like 80 spades? I don't want
We're
to take
not.
80
We
spades.
don't.
Like
We
it
take-
just doesn't make sense.
What we take is we take our machines, and
We're gonna
take,
have clearance items. We'll have like hoops, mighty hoops, stuff like that. But like it's got to be bigger purchases. Like, what are you gonna have a design wall? No,
No,
like that
like-
doesn't make
like-
sense. So it's got to be bigger items.
Should we do some quilt show specials for our
Do you
out-of-towners?
like our business conversations live with Patrick and Jeannie?
So, what quilt show special kits?
Yeah, that can't happen. Doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Because then you have like a whole wall devoted to stuff that costs like, if we make like $3 when we sell it.
But she might be talking about. Oh, that's good, Mary. Mary.
Well, so remember down below. So this is a question for after the live stream ends.
Mary, you won last week, and I tried to reach out to you, and I have none of your contact information. So please call the store. Not last. Pamela won this week. You won last week. So I need you to call the store because we have no contact information for you. So reach out to us. And what do you think?
So, well,
Yeah,
they'll reply
that's
down
gonna
below.
be-
That'll
that-
be the question. We'll do the giveaway on Friday.
on Friday. So I want you to be answering, and that'll help us. But that was really good. Stripology rulers. Yeah.
So,
Do you have anything to talk about? I don't
Well,
have anything.
It's like a busy number of weeks. Like that was actually a big factor in me not taking off this weekend. Was Kai and I were talking. Kai's like, I'm tired. I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything that I've been trying to do since I got home. So I was like,
That
all right, we'll
kid.
stick around.
That kid goes, I haven't had time to do laundry. I go, oh, really? You just spent 2 hours playing video games with your friend.
You don't need to be airing this out.
Well, you know how kids are. So he goes, oh, well, I haven't, what did he say? I haven't done my laundry. Or I haven't made time for your laundry.
There, that's a better way to say it. I haven't made time for my laundry.
Yeah, that's what he said after I was like, oh, really? It takes like 5 minutes to throw your laundry in. 5 minutes. And then you don't have to sit there. I was like, Mommy, I'll do it when I'm in my sewing room.
So the next couple of weeks are super busy. The reality
really
is
busy.
like the next 10 days is going to be preparing for the quilt show, and then it's like 2 to 3 weeks to clean up from the quilt show, and then we're gone. And we're gone for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, we've been talking about like the trip, and we just bought our tickets because we're flying to Japan, and then from Japan to Seoul, and then spending a third of our time in Japan, 2/3 of our time in Seoul, a third of our time in Seoul, a third of our time in Sosan, which is where my mom's family's from, and then back again. But we were going, should we go to Brother? I think Patrick and I, when we're in Japan, we're gonna go to the Brother. I know I can't see anything. We're gonna go to Brother headquarters, which I mean,
We're gonna
it's kind
do
of
the tour.
Yeah, it's kind of a hike.
But
though.
well, so that's like what we have to figure out is like for when we do our trip, like our A-1 trip, is it gonna be?
I think there's a great temple there.
There's a very nice temple there, but it's not like a tourist city.
No.
So
it would be to go
it'd be an
to
out trip, maybe an overnight, something like that.
An overnight. Oh my God! Do you hear that?
Like you're basically like travel is exhausting and it's tiring enough for us.
I'm gonna be like, ladies, come on, high step. No, I'm just kidding. That's kidding with you.
Well, and we can like do it as like an optional out trip, right? Like maybe one of us will lead that and the other one will do another day in Tokyo or something. Like we'll have to figure it out.
Did you ever get the HTV Rant onto the website, onto our affiliate?
I asked you to give me stuff to put on there, and none of that happened. So none of it is there.
You said it once, and then
I go. You need to send me links, and then I can add the links to our affiliate link, and we can email them out. And then no links ever arrived.
Just go on to my order history. There, you find it all there. How's that? You just do that. So, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So, I don't have anything to really talk about. I have nothing to show you. I've gotten nothing done. We sold all of those spooks and spells kits. All gone. I took it down off the website.
Like they're not available anymore?
No, that panel, gone. I'm learning the panels. Those like you've got to pre-order because I tried to get the love and chair and that main panel gone. So I don't know. I think we better just get to it. I'm still waiting on Avenir mats. If you decide at any point that you're like, I can't wait any longer, but nobody has them. Just let me know. I don't like holding your money and keeping it hostage. But they all have been ordered. We ordered them for you, and we're just waiting right now. So I'm trying to think of anything else. I posted a video where I posted the video of the Tranquility, Sea of Tranquility, which is the Thomas Kincaid thing. Thomas Kincaid, I think I had one of those in my... Where's Thomas Kincaid?
No prepping.
Oh, yeah. So Thomas Kincaid, I must have pulled it out of my bag. But this is the Sea of Tranquility. Last night, I did it this weekend, but I posted the last block, 34 color changes, and I did it on my, my multi-needle, and I just put that up for you too. And so I will do a video putting it all together, because it will, I think I finished, I was going to say I've always finished all my tiling scenes. That big fat lie. I have one sitting that's undone. So, but I will post that one. I will finish. I have finished all my Thomas Kincaid, all my Donna Gelsinger tiling scenes. So I'll put that together hopefully this weekend. Memorial Day weekend, I get an extra day to set. Oh, so so if you've been curious about that, and I was thinking maybe I would do one of my Kimberbell blocks, wallflower block, on the multi-needle too, and show you how to put in your stops to do your applique. Cutting mats. What are the cutting mats? Are we waiting for cutting mats? I don't know what. I think Laura Star irons are those the ones that have like the cord and you like pull it down and they're so nice. I've not ever used one of those. I have to use the Oliso. I need either something small or I need an Oliso because my shoulder bothers me. And was there anything else? Oh, if you're waiting for Spring is in the Air, I had to get more patterns. So I think we've gone through like 40 or 50, and I have 15 more coming. I have 5 coming today, so some of you will get some stuff going out, and then the rest of you will get your stuff at the end of the week or the very beginning of next week. And I do still need to do block 1 and 2, and I will put together your stitch out with the colors that I use. So if you want it to look just like mine, you can do that. I did put together a thread set for the other Spring is in the Air, and I put the colors up, but I'm not. You just have to reach out to me and be like, this is what I need, and just let me know the colors that you need. Anything else? I think that's it. Michelle,
Onward,
you have anything?
upward.
Okay. Onward and upward. What
about the new classic Kimberbell designs pre-order from today?
Are you talking about volume 1? If you're talking about volume 1, we already did our pre-order, and is that what you're talking about? So, and I sold out of my first grouping, and I have more coming, and I think they'll be here on Friday. So if you're talking about Star Spangled, the Star Spangled volume 1, I think I will kit the mug rug. Did you guys see the mug rug? It was really, really cute. So I think I will kit that one. And is that what you're talking about, Marlene? Yeah, we actually got our first grouping of that maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I think they did that by accident. So that's on the website. So if you want to get it, but just know that that first grouping, I did just order more, and I should probably have those on Friday. But do you want me to bump that to the very top? I'll bump that to the top. And do you guys want to do the bag? Are you want to do the bag with the bottles and the little flowers coming out of those? Is that what you want? Okay, let me think about that. If we could use our heat press to iron our blocks and not have to use...
I'm gonna get to work.
Yeah, I think you can use that heat. Well, for me, it's like a lot of times honestly, I don't know. I've never tried to do the heat press with the block. I feel like I always need something kind of plush and to get if you have puckers to kind of spread it out. But maybe I'll give that a try. But the heat press and I are getting to be friends. And I'm learning, like, I'm putting together my own recipe book with like different specialty adhesive things like the Heat and Bond Light and like Shape Flex and that. So I think we should kind of put that all together, and maybe we'll put that up on the website. But we're going to get going. So have a great day. Be creative. Make something awesome. We'll be back tomorrow. Please answer that question about the quilt show, because we do need to order stuff. But I will have snap hoops, and I will have stripology rulers there. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.